Shorts, how you getting the thing to fit over your hair?
It's like on the back of my. I have a very large melon, and
I know, that's why I put it out there. Like,
yeah.
so the world knows.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, appreciate that. No, I don't know. It's just sitting back there in the back.
Beautiful.
All right, this is just how I like it on Value Nation, where solo on a mic, no one to take my time away from me. This is my mic, my show. Little does Charlie know, I'm stealing this show and running off with it by myself. It's a good thing he's not here listening. It's a good thing you can't hear him. This is our time, nationwide listeners, Value Nation listeners, Value Nation Nation. I don't know what else to say. This is another episode of Value Nation. Special guest with us today. Little look inside the company. I think we're calling it the come up, or I think we have multiple. I don't remember what the other one was. I might need Charlie. Charlie, are you there?
Oh,
Charlie?
am I allowed to be here?
Yeah.
Hi.
What are you talking about? You're just here. We're calling it the come up, and what was the other option? I don't remember.
Um. Oh no, I just
Oh
blanked
my
on it.
goodness, what is it?
I don't know. The come up has been stuck in my head.
I
What's the
know.
text the other name then?
Yeah,
Keep it to
it's
come up.
Jordan making the
Jordan makes
first.
the executive decision.
It's our first episode with the come up. We're gonna take a look inside Nationwide, talk to some people in our company, moving their way on up.
Moving on up.
Hence hashtag the come up. But no, we're looking forward. I can't talk today. Looking forward to this episode. Get to dive in with one of our own and find out some more things about Nationwide and what these employees and our family do on the side when they're not slinging appraisals. So come join us for a fun episode and let's go. Value Nation.
So the idea of this new segment will be to bring in some nationwide people that have shown some drive, determination, however you want to put it, and work their way up through the company. We've had some people who've been here since day one, and have worked their way up in many different departments. Other people who have been here for a couple of years and have quickly made some changes and transitions. So our special guest today, coming to you from this, what are you guys, the Sunshine State?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Sunshine State. Alexandra Kassenbrock. Did I say the last name right?
You did.
I nailed
actually.
it.
It was
Okay, good. Perfect.
spot on. Yeah.
Perfect. Welcome. So
Thank
glad to
you.
have you. You are one of our inside account managers.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me, you didn't just wake up one day and be like, I'm going to be an inside account manager for Nationwide. Right?
You didn't? Why not?
Yes.
Like, why? It wasn't your dream job?
Yeah. Well, yes and no. So my mom, who also works in the industry.
Shout out to Rocky.
Shout out to Rocky,
Yo, Rock.
my rock.
She's
Yeah.
the rock.
She basically, had always told me that I'd be perfect for this industry. And obviously when you're younger, you're like, absolutely not. I would never want to do what my parents do. I want to be a princess, movie star, actor, whoever. And then as I got older, I tried so many jobs, a lot of jobs that I was good at but didn't love, and a lot of jobs that I wasn't good at and didn't like. So eventually I was like, you know what? I want to get into a career path. I want to give it a chance. She speaks so highly of it. So I kind of did just one day say, I guess this is the day. I guess we're going to do it. And I made that change and now I'm here.
And you look at that feeling of, I don't want to work in the same industry as my parents. I feel that. My father was on the origination side for like 40 years. And so I'm guessing a lot of similar, growing up as you had, like dinner table conversations. You hear him yelling on the phone about something, whether it's an appraisal or the loan program. Someone bought a car the day after they applied for a mortgage, the usual stuff.
Yeah.
I swore up and down, like, never, not happening. Like, this looks like so boring, so stressful, and went through the process of finding my way, and ended up in the appraisal side, which is, I mean, it's in the industry. So I get to talk to a lot of people that are like my dad,
Yeah.
same age, the whole nine. I'm not mad at it though. Like we're making something out of it.
Oh, for sure.
I wish I would have followed in my dad's footsteps. I did the exact same thing though. It was like when I was a little kid, I would always put that I wanted to be an engineer. My dad was a civil engineer. And but then as I got older, I was like, anything but an engineering. Like, no way. Like looking
Too
back
much
on it,
school.
I should have gone to school for it because I have that exact brain though. Like the brain that you need, that analytical brain to be an engineer is the way I think. So
So mom encouraged you to make the leap. Um, you mentioned in before we started recording, the Midwest, growing up a little bit in the Midwest, right? Moving around a little bit.
Yeah, so I was born in Indianapolis, and I moved here. I've lived in like Clearwater area. This is my third time living in the Sunshine State. I spent some time in Chicago. I have lived in Indiana again. I kind of just frequent, these three cities, Chicago, Indianapolis, and somewhere in Florida. But I think I'm like a Florida girl at heart, although I haven't done like a whole lot of traveling. So that's going to be more on the next few years, is kind of figuring out if I want to stay here, if I want to see myself in, I don't know, in the middle of nowhere.
Ooh, I like that. You are definitely your mother's daughter. Like that whole van thing that she's got going on.
Okay, that's so, like, listen, I love that for her. I love that for her. She's having so much fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could like live full time in a van. Listen, I'm not the highest maintenance, but I'm not the lowest. And she's like, I'll do anything, girl. I'm like, I need a bathtub at least.
I mean, I hear you. She was telling me about the difficulties of getting the dog into the thing because it was
Yeah,
a
like
big
she's
dog.
in the van with a
Yeah.
dog and two cats. Yeah. Yeah.
In the van. The joke is on our team, she's where is Rocky in the van down by which river, right?
yep, down by the as long as the van's by a river, it's
It's
acceptable.
all yeah, it's all fun and game. So Chicago, Indy, Florida, you've got some really solid spots. I love Chicago. Florida, we could take it or leave it personally. But but going back to your mom, I did hit up your mom and try to get a little dirt, because I wasn't sure just how much you were gonna give me.
We always do
Great.
our
So
research.
excited.
Yeah.
According to your Wikipedia page here,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
you had a little you had an early, very young drive to make some money, huh? Age 13, first job, convinced the manager to hire you. You've been bugging him for what, like 2 years at that point?
So I was going through a phase where I just loved rock and roll and just really, a lot of black and a lot of changing my hair color. And do you guys know what Hot Topic is? Is that
Oh
like
yeah.
still
Absolutely.
It's
okay?
still around for sure.
Okay. I had an obsession with Hot Topic at the time, and I would go in there and I would tell him, I was like, listen, I'm gonna work for you. Like, we're gonna work together. It's gonna be great. And I think that you should hire me. And eventually, after being so persistent, it paid off.
Yeah, I think that's where I bought my first like remember the metal ball necklaces when
Oh
those
my
were
God.
in?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Hot Topic. I mean, we're talking sixth grade me. I think
You
that's
have
where
a
I bought it.
phase like with some Jinko jeans
Oh
and
God, yeah, Jinko jeans,
Yeah.
the
I
metal
envision
ball
you in a fishnet
necklace.
shirt.
No.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
never
You
rock
did.
that.
Like,
No, no, I didn't go that far. I was the like the Hurley
Oh
polo
yeah.
shirt with Jinkos. Like it made none of any, and Doc Martens. Nothing made sense back then.
oh yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. A hot topic at 13, huh?
You had to be like the youngest like person ever in the company.
Yes. And it was really weird because it wasn't just like, oh, I'm working with like 15, 16. It was like 20 plus. And everybody was like, I remember going in on my first day and them being like, oh, can I help you find anything? Like, what are you looking for? And I'm like, oh no, I work here. And they're like, what? Like, what do you mean? And I'm like, no, like I interviewed with so and so, like I got a job here, like I'm here to work. And they're like, that can't be right. Like, are you sure? And everybody was really kind of shocked, I think. And then I was the one that probably ended up working a lot at the time because I would do like online school and things like that. So I had all this time and not a lot to do. So I kind of just put it all into connecting with people and working.
So like what responsibilities did they give you? Like what was your first task? Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, they always sat me at the front, and we had this huge t-shirt wall, and this t-shirt wall was filled with like every band tee
Oh yeah.
ever like possible, or like YouTubers at the time, or any like cool little internet person. And it would get so messed up. It would be like, you know how Hollister has like their jean walls? It would be like that for t-shirts. I would sit there for hours folding these t-shirts, and then I would go and find anybody who I could talk to in the store just to like stop folding these t-shirts for a little bit too. It was really fun though. I liked it a lot.
That's cool though. Like that's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think my first job was like, I don't know, 14 or 15, like in it for an actual company, like a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I think I still had to get like signed permission from my parents at 15 because of state rules or
Yeah.
whatever.
There was a little card that I had to bring with me from the state where I would have to like write down like when I took my breaks, when I took my lunch. So
Yeah.
like they could track. And here's the thing, now they would have to like electronically do it. Like they would never just like trust you with a piece of paper and be like, oh, this is when she worked or whatever.
Yeah. You think about the trust factor back then? Like they could have worked us from 9 to 9 and completely lied on that paper. So, obviously you learned a lot of appraisal jargon and understanding from your mom early on, right? She said you
Yeah.
were probably saying the word appraisal around age 2. So
Would play appraisal a lot at
you could
age
play
2.
appraisal. What does
Yeah.
that entail? How did that work? You remember? She
Well,
mentioned
I
you
would
playing with
just
cars.
it like I think I would this is oh god.
We
Okay,
gotta hear
so
it. Say it. Say it.
Give the
I
people what
would
they want.
well, here's the thing. My mom's like such a cool lady. Like she's a single mom of 4 kids. She was go go go. Like she would be in the car working. She would be, just making sure that we were taken care of 100%. And so I get a lot of my drive, a lot of my ethic from this amazing woman. And so, I would see her in the car, driving the car, and then talking about appraisals all day long. So I would just pretend to drive a car, and I would go back and I would say, shh, appraisals 24/7, because that's all I knew how to play apparently.
That's awesome.
That's so amazing.
That's so great. You're making your mom proud right now. I
That
promise. 'Cause
does that does speak volumes to Rock though, man. Like
Oh yeah, for
it
sure.
does. It does. And like her daughter looking up to her, wanting to be like her at that time. So I think we've gathered that you got a lot of drive and you're have a little bit of an entrepreneur type mind. You've been very hungry to work from a young age and not afraid to go get it. So there's a side hustle that we hear is decently successful that you got going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what you got going on when you're not slinging appraisals for Nationwide.
Well, you know, um, basically, I just always I'm in this mindset of trying to figure out ways to turn what I love into income producing, because I think that, if you love something so much and you enjoy something so much, then also you could use that time that you're spending on it, to bring you some income, which is great. So I love fashion. And so I decided to basically build this business where I will source rare, sometimes hard to find pieces of like luxury high-end designer bags, designer watches, shoes, things like that. And I will either put them on my website or I will find a private seller, or a private buyer to buy them from me. So somebody could come to me and say, hey, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z, and I would go out and source it and try to stay within their budget or their parameters or colors and things like that. Or I sometimes just have stock and I'll say, hey, I have this and it seems to be your vibe. Do you want to try it out? And sometimes that's how, sales happen like that too.
I might speak for me and Charlie both here, but obviously I don't think we're both well versed in the handbag industry. Charlie, are
Yeah.
you?
I really
Like,
there was a one that I learned what a Birkin was.
We love Birkins.
We
Birkins are,
we love Birkins.
we love them.
My wife's like, I want one for Christmas. I was like, yeah, no, you're not getting that.
without revealing your secrets on how everything works, so you can be as vague as you want here. You said rare ones that are out there. Like, the handbags work the same, where sometimes a designer will only make 5 or 10 of that certain design of a bag, or even just one. And then how do you get your hands on it? How do you find where it is? And then, like, how does that even go down?
I love a challenge. So I have connections in Singapore, Hong Kong, Japan. Japan has like Asian markets are so great for luxury and designer goods
Oh, yeah.
because they have such high standards when it comes to quality. So let's say I got a client wanted a bag and within a certain budget. Maybe that budget is, just under retail, but this particular piece is going way above retail. And there's one in Japan, but it has like a small mark on it, or let's say it was carried a few times, so they can't list it as brand new. So then they will sell it to me at like a lower price, and then I can sell it to my client. But sometimes it'll be Germany, sometimes it'll be the Netherlands. Like it's truly everywhere. Like Czech Republic as well is a big contender for luxury and designer fashion.
I'm learning a lot.
No, that's
Learning a
pretty.
lot.
That's pretty sweet.
There's so much that goes into it, but I love it. It's great.
Well, I mean, it's great if, like you said, if you have something that you have a passion about, and you can flip that into some income in one way or another, like that's a win-win, right?
Yeah, and from that like we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, Revive Archive Collective. I love just doing videos about purses and fashion and posting things. And if anybody ever needs anything, they should DM me because I would love to help you find it.
There's
what's
the
your-
plug. There's
what's
the
your
plug.
handle?
Yeah, give
What's
us
your-
that.
throw it
Give
out
us the
there.
plug. Shameless plug. Do it to us.
Revive Archive Collective on YouTube. Alexandra Pesci. You can DM my personal account on Instagram, or we also have a Revive Archive Collective Instagram account as well. Oh, and TikTok. Yeah, we're doing that too.
So to get off the handbags, let's bring it back to the come up. Let's bring it back to Nationwide Property and Appraisal Services LLC. What does kind of your day-to-day look like? Like, let's dive into get to know Nationwide. Like, what is it that kind of your job entails on a daily basis?
I might be biased, but I feel like I have one of the best jobs in our company just because it could be like, I feel like I get to kind of have my hands everywhere. So like customer service things, or really relationships with our clients too. I kind of get the best of both worlds. So what I'll do is I'll follow up on revisions and lates, and communicate any of those escalations that we go to or go through with our clients. They'll come to me and they'll call me, they'll text me, they'll be like, hey, what the heck's going on here? And I kind of get to problem solve with them, which is really cool. And also I build these relationships with our clients because, like, also we have the best clients, like you guys know, right? So we have this really good mentality where we get so close in our relationships because we're talking to them about these super important deals all the time. These are people's homes that they want to buy. It's like really huge moments in their lives, and we get to be a part of that, and we get to be a part of hopefully making it a lot easier for them.
I love
So,
that.
so you think your favorite part is when it gets tough and you're dealing with one of our clients, our partners, on the phone, and talking to them and trying to explain what's going on and what we're trying to do for them. And that's what really builds the relationship, it feels like.
Totally. And more importantly, kind of the outcome and of kind of what happens there and how you handle it, because that's how they look at you. That's how they look at this business is, maybe the outcome isn't exactly what they wanted, but what did you do in order to get them that outcome? Did you put in all of your effort? Did they see that? Did they understand that? Or are you doing the bare minimum? Because at the end of the day, that's what they kind of take away from that is what is this person willing to do for me?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
100%.
And yeah, I know you've got a wide range of clients like me and Mike too. It's you got some that need a little bit more, whether it's hand holding or they have some really just interesting kind of borrowers and loan programs, and then you get the ones that can be super just very cookie cutter, and they come in and they get done and they get out, right?
Yeah.
So you get to build different kinds of relationships at different levels. Um, so that's great. I mean, you got a pretty exciting, like almost like refreshing view of what you're doing.
And here's the thing that I think about is, and you were kind of talking about this earlier, Charlie, is that these relationships aren't just for our company right now. Like, let's say they go to a different lender. Let's say or a broker goes to a lender side, whatever the case may be, you will most likely encounter your client in a different position sometime in their life, possibly in a different company.
Yes,
So having that positive relationship beforehand just makes it open the door for when they're somewhere else.
you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I mean, there's a lot of guys in our business that they make a living off of that from the standpoint of the sales piece. Like, they count on someone bouncing to another company so they can get a new account.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's
but
just the way the industry works. Yeah, it's like a lot of people
yeah,
don't stay with the same primary lender their whole time if they're selling loans, if they're a loan officer.
no, you're right.
But no, to expand a little further too, to paint the picture for people that don't quite understand how it's set up. So Charlie and I are both um, now senior account executives, right?
So exciting.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little announcement there. So senior account executives, and so then you as the inside account manager are kind of the buffer for us to help manage the orders and help keep everything from coming directly to us. You are, and I said buffer. I walked around. This is embarrassing. Um, so Alicia is another one of our inside account
He
managers,
kills
and
it. All the girls, the
yeah,
account
no,
manager,
you girls are
they're the best.
you're lifesavers because the whole kind of purpose of it is, you guys are the first line of defense. If there's a fire, if something's going on with an order, it comes to you, and then we get involved so we know what's going on. But you're the one out there already fighting the good fight. I went and did a client visit, and I walked around the entire office, letting them know about Alicia being the inside account manager, and I was saying she's the fluffer and not the buffer.
No, you
The
didn't.
entire time. And
Did
I-
anybody call you out on it?
It took until about 20 minutes. And I said, introduced myself to so many people, talked to so many people. And like I said it, and this dude just started cracking up. He's like, don't you mean buffer, not fluffer? Like you're introducing her as the fluffer. I was like, oh my God.
At least they'll remember you. And
Exactly.
They're never gonna forget you.
Oh,
Never.
exactly. Sometimes when you embarrass yourself, it is the best possible thing because I mean that's like ingrained in their brain now. And it's always
sure.
at my expense. So I'll be that guy. I'm pretty good at it by now.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, honestly, we couldn't do half the stuff. We couldn't get through half the day without people like you in your position. And
I
it
think
is,
it's just the teamwork, you know?
I mean, it is, you're right. There's absolutely a lot of give and take, from our position and yours. But you guys do take a lot. You take a lot of heat.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of one client in particular that you do help out on with me, and it's like you even just remember the small little specific things on like the different processes because everybody wants stuff done differently. Like we got this client that anytime an order is quoted, so it's outside a standard fee, they have this crazy process where you have to put the message through to the system, but then you have to email this very specific email address, and then you have to follow up here, follow up there, and it's like it just nails it every single time. It's like remembering just those little nuances with a million different clients is extremely impressive.
Hey, how many clients are you managing now?
Right now? Oh
Yeah.
God. Okay, so at
rough.
one point there was I think it was almost 20 at one point, but now it's gone down. Maybe 11 or 12 right now.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Some clients are very I'll talk to you once in a blue moon,
Yeah.
But some of them are this is my third time calling you today. And that's okay, So it's a balance. Some clients, and here's the thing, I'd much rather clients call me every single day than never call me at all,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the scary thing.
All right, bro. You want to do some rapid rush requests?
Oh, are you ready for the rapid rush requests?
I
She's
guess
not
we'll
ready.
We
We're gonna see.
need this appraisal back yesterday. Rapid rush
Okay.
requests. All right, so we're gonna hit you with some quickies. You just fire back as fast as you want or as long as you want. But we start off easy, get you warmed up, and then start hitting you with the tough ones. So
Okay.
are you a blue dot or green dot? Are you Apple or iPhone?
iPhone, always. Yeah.
Right? Like who uses an Android? Like
Excuse me,
Ooh.
sir.
Actually, my grandpa got the flip one and it's really cool.
Hey, yo, I have the flip one.
all right, so what is your favorite handbag ever made? Oh, she's got
She
it.
have it?
She turned
She
around
have it?
instantly.
It's on display.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, it's around the side. Ooh.
So what are we
That's
looking at
colorful.
here? It's very bright pink.
An Hermes Birkin 30 is my
Favorite of all time.
favorite of all time, unless there's a crocodile one, but I don't think I could ever do that, because maybe if I become a millionaire one day.
I got a follow-up question to that one. Like, what is the most desired one of one handbag out there? Is there something like that?
Yes. It would be the Himalayan crocodile diamond encrusted Birkin, probably 25. That last sold was like 350,000.
Oh.
For a handbag.
Oh man. And like, do you think people actually use it? You think whoever bought it actually uses it, or just kind of sits on a shelf?
Well, no, yeah, like there's people that will just like wear it to go to the gym, and I'm like, that's
Oh,
great for
That's
you.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Can you let us know? You don't have to if you don't want to reveal their information, but like who would be the most famous person people would know that you've sold to? If you can say it. You don't have to.
Okay. I actually cannot, because I
Okay.
specifically, but I will say that there is a celebrity who has passed away. This person actually bought quite a few Birkins from me a couple years ago, and it was probably a celebrity that like the entire world knows. And I don't know if they're a part of the family or they just manage the estate, but that would probably be the most famous person. It was really cool though.
That's pretty sweet.
I mean, that is pretty cool. Yeah.
Charlie,
Do you ever get to meet these people face to face though,
No.
or is it always through like a
Like,
broker?
no, like they just come directly to me. So I just started with like Louis Vuitton or Gucci, and then it wasn't until I was probably like 18 or 19 that I got into Birkins and Chanel more. And then I had already had these like previous clients, and then they would like know somebody that would be searching for something, and then it would just kind of get connected.
That's phenomenal.
Muted.
Charlie, do you want to ask this hard hitter?
Oh yeah,
Bro.
go for it. I'm ready.
All right. So you've been here long enough. I'm
Yeah.
sure you can answer this question. Who's your favorite account executive? And you can't say your mother.
Yeah, Rocky's excluded.
Rocky's excluded.
Who's your favorite one to deal with? We're not talking about like favorite to deal with on a work
I don't.
Yeah.
situation.
So here's the thing. I'm going to say this. I love all of you so equally. Like, you guys all have such a special place in my heart. But I will say this is that technically Jared always like tells my boss I do a really good job and copies me in on the emails. So I have to say
Oh, the suck up wins. He suck it up and he wins.
sorry.
And there's going to be a follow up to that question.
Yeah. What now? Let me preface it with either existing employee or previous employee.
Okay.
Who did you not like working with the most?
Okay. My mom.
Okay.
You hear that, Russ?
That's fair. That's cool. I get it.
It is a challenge some days, but it's the best kind of challenge, because at the end of the day, I get to call her and say, you really just ticked me off today about this, and I want you to know. So probably my mom. And yeah, the best is my mom.
I could see that coming. I could see that coming.
Yeah.
Do you prefer email or phone call from those clients?
Phone call. Yeah. And definitely not text. God, I hate text. I don't even really like to text that much in my real life. Like, just please call me.
Wow. It's complete opposite from what I thought you were going to say.
I'm an email guy. It's like, man, I'm neurotic with my Outlook, and it's like if you email it to me, I'm gonna get it handled, because then like you start having to manage phone calls, and like you have to call someone back. You're already on the phone with somebody. Like I can manage things through email very quickly versus do it all the phone calls.
I agree. So some things, okay, I'll say this. Some things email, some things phone call. Like if it's a whole situation, call me. Please call me.
Yeah.
Let me follow up with you in an email and break it down what's happening.
Yeah.
But like if it's like, hey, can you status update on whatever, email me. That's fine.
See, I'm living in the text and email. Like if I had everybody calling me all day, want to get crap done.
They don't get anything done.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. But
And
for you
I
guys, it's a
can't.
little bit different because you guys are like traveling and like really bringing in the business and doing all the really outside stuff. And I'm sitting in my living room helping these clients out. So I don't mind. Give me a call, please.
Cuddling your Birkins.
Do you like
Just when I
catch
get
yourself?
bold
Like,
or
yeah,
lonely.
just sit
you
there.
know?
Do you sit there and just like hug
Just
them?
hold it.
Yeah, I just in rainy days, I just like to sit in here and relax.
Look at it longingly.
Look at
Insane.
all this. No, for real.
Look at it.
Like this is all great and everything, but like I'm really just family's like most important. Like I love fashion, but like, and that's why I feel like I could never do that full time, is because one, I enjoy it and I don't want it to feel like a job, but two is like I love working with my family and with my mom and like this business, because for the first time I felt like not only did I enjoy something, but I felt like I was really good at it, and I love feeling like I'm good at it, and that is a part of what makes me happy.
I love
Look at
that.
you. Look at you. Pulling on the heartstrings.
I
It's
know.
beautiful.
Yeah.
All this passion at Nationwide. Hashtag
I know.
promo.
What am I doing with my life?
I mean, I don't, I think it's just for the business in general. Buying houses is like, I haven't done it yet, but I know even just looking for houses and watching my mom do it so many times, it's such a stressful process. So if I could be a part of the reason why it could maybe not be as stressful, that would be really cool. you
Yeah,
know?
I hear you. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's crazy stressful.
You hit the nail on the head though. Like people lose sight of that. Of like really going down bare bones. What we truly do here is we help people make what's usually the biggest investment of their life. Like usually,
Yeah.
biggest investment people make is the commitment to have a mortgage and buy a home. They don't buy anything more expensive than that in a one-time purchase. And so like we're helping them through that process. And so it's a big deal. It's a big responsibility. So
Well, Allie, you've been awesome. I want to thank you for all the time and all of even through working through the technical difficulties.
Oh my God, please cut that out if you love me.
Oh God, no. One of those pictures has got to stay up. Oh, I can't wait to see what Jordan works out with that.
do it, Jordan.
Make us proud, Jordan.
But thank you for coming on, and thank you for all
Yeah.
your help on a day-to-day basis. We
Yes,
greatly
thank you so
appreciate
much
you.
for everything.
Thank you guys for bringing in the business so that we can continue to do what we do.
We're gonna start throwing some more accounts your way.
That's mainly Charlie
God,
bringing in the
please.
business.
Oh, stop it.
You do
No,
you do
it's
you do
team
very
effort here.
well.
Nobody likes me.
Nobody likes me.
Nobody wants to play with me.
That's for another episode, bro. We don't have that kind of couch time today.
Yeah. And I'll have to charge you a copay if I'm going to be your therapist. Sorry.
All right. Well, that was a great episode with Alexandra or Allie or
Alexandra.
Alessandra.
I
So
mean, she does sell high-end handbags, so we have
High-end
to
handbag,
say
yeah.
her name in a high-end way. Alexandra.
I think it's fitting. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we get a little inside peek into what the account managers, do on a regular day.
She's a stud, though. Like,
She is.
sorry,
A lot of
sorry to
energy.
interrupt, but I can't help but say it. Like, she's a stud. Like that woman. She, honest to anybody that was listening, she balls out as far as the job goes. Balls out, and then
Yep.
to still be able to, do her things that her passions on the side, like she does at that successful of a level. Like it's impressive.
Agreed. Absolutely. She's
rocks.
she's got a great role model too, right? So we know her mom is a
Oh,
hustler.
the rock.
She's been hustling for years. All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap for us today. Stay tuned for the next guest we have coming on. Will it be someone from Nationwide or will it be somebody else? Maybe a little surprise. Maybe not.
Or
Guess we have-
nobody.
Or nobody. Shoot. You can listen to us talk all day.
Yeah. That sounds like a blast.
You've had too
But
much
you know
caffeine.
what? So much caffeine. But you know what, Charlie? They need to follow us on socials. They need to watch this on whatever streaming podcast
really do.
platform they access.
Agreed.
We're there. We're everywhere because we're right beside you.
Right beside you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Whether it's IG, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify,
YouTube.
YouTube, because you really want to see us. I'm starting to forget YouTube. But you know what? We got to drive those views up.
You cannot neglect the tube.
Please don't. Please don't.